Welcome back to another edition of our NBA Weekly Recap Show. You already know who it is. It's everybody's favorite nephew Q. Y'all might know my Uncle Shannon Sharp. And then we got, go on, boy.
Today, I'm just going to go by KJ.
KJ.
You know, we're just going to KJ it up today.
KJ it up today.
Yeah.
You know, last week we did a little remote action, but here we both back in the studio. And last Sunday, it was Game 6, NBA Finals, Lakers versus Miami Heat. And the LA Bron Lakers prevailed, winning the championship. As you can see, the championship trophy right there with, LeBron, AD, KCP, Kuz, Caruso, Rondo, Dwight Howard. I mean, the list goes on and on. Also, my guy, our guy, LeBron Raymond James won the Finals MVP, averaging 29 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, shooting 59% from 3, and averaging 39 minutes per game. He also shot almost close to 40% from the 3, for those who said he couldn't shoot.
He can.
He was bombs away in the finals.
No,
he was. See, that comment right there,
He was not bombs away in the
he
finals.
Was bombs away in the finals. And it's that comment right there that led LeBron James to say this.
I told Jeannie when I came here that I was going to put this franchise back in a position where it belongs. Her late great father did it for so many years, and she just, took it on after that. And for me to be a part of such a historical franchise is it's an unbelievable feeling, not only for myself, but for my teammates, for the organization, for the coaches, for the trainers, everybody that's here. We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect, too.
Keezy, we want our damn respect. Give us our damn respect, Keezy. So, like I had predicted before the NBA playoffs kicked off, the Los Angeles Lakers will win the NBA Finals championship, which they did. And also, LeBron gave me my birthday gift, because last Sunday was my pre-birthday, and then Monday, was my birthday. And LeBron, he delivered. He gave me my birthday gift, so shout out to Bron. Keezy, what about you? What you think, man?
Can I have this for a second?
Go ahead.
So, this whole respect thing.
Okay.
First of all, we're going to touch on the Lakers want they respect.
Right.
So, everybody, and I mean every damn body that covers the NBA had two teams that they thought could win the NBA championship.
Lakers,
both teams
Clippers.
play in the same building.
Right.
And that was it.
That was it.
Nobody else thought of anybody else to win it. So
Milwaukee
teams
Bucks.
that want that, nobody said Milwaukee was going to win. Nobody said. So if Milwaukee stepped up and won the title, and Giannis won Finals MVP, he can say as a team, we want our respect.
Right. Okay.
I want my respect.
Okay.
But when you are the favorite or the co-favorite, what kind of respect do you need? That means you got plenty respect. How many NBA teams is it? 32, right?
Right.
When you won A and won B to win the championship, it ain't like we said the Lakers are going to finish 8th in the West and y'all come back and win the title. How's that disrespectful? You don't even have to answer that. Let me get to this dude, LeBron James.
Go ahead, man.
He is widely considered.
Okay.
I'm not. So I said he's number 2 on my list.
You did.
Other people have him top 10.
Top 10.
Top 5.
Right.
All time. The NBA has been around for about 70 years.
Right.
There have been thousands of players that come through.
Hundreds of thousands.
And when you are number 5, number 3, number 6, out of all those people, you get plenty of respect. It ain't like somebody said, oh man, LeBron has done all this, bro, and he probably about 43 on the all-time list, something like that.
Skip Bayless probably got him there.
Skip Bayless said he's number 3. I just don't understand how much more respect you want. He wants somebody to say he's the greatest player of all time. Until somebody says that, he's not gonna think that you respect him. He's gonna think it's disrespect all across the board. This has got to be the biggest crybaby I've ever heard in my life. And I love LeBron's game on the court. He does everything. And he's probably going to go down probably with one of, stat-wise, the most decorated career probably ever.
Okay.
But for me, and I'm different than everybody else,
right?
Just looking at skill and things like that, I just can't say that he's better than Michael Jordan, just in my heart.
I'm cool with that, Peasy, because like we talked about, I think 2 weeks ago, I'm done with the Jordan and LeBron debate.
Yeah, it's silly.
Like,
it's silly.
At this point, man, it's pointless. It's tired. It's drawn out. Like for me, it's over with. So
we could talk about it forever.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
You could talk about that forever, and I feel like the Lakers just won a championship, so let LeBron have his moment. You can bring up Michael at any point in time or whatever the case may be. And let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
For those of y'all trying to bait me into LeBron Jordan debate on the Beyond the Game page, it's not going to happen.
Don't do it.
How many times you tag me, it's not going to happen because like I just stated, I'm past that. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Like, let that debate die down for a while. We can debate it next year or something like that. But right now, let LeBron and the Lakers, have their championship. But back to my respect thing.
Yeah.
The Lakers. Let's start with the Lakers.
Okay.
Because all year long, like you said, people said the Lakers and the Clippers, but all you heard was Clipper talk this, Clipper talk that. Kawhi this, Paul George that. They got Lemon Pepper Lou, 6th man of the year. Now they got Montrezl Harrell, 6th man of the year. All year long, it was, especially after opening night, and the Clippers went ahead and waxed the Lakers on opening night, and then they beat them again on Christmas Day. So all you heard was Clippers this, Clippers that. Clippers are so much better than the Lakers. Everybody and their mama had Clippers winning it. Everybody and their mama thought Kawhi was that man and LeBron was scared. Even Kawhi's trainer called out LeBron James and said he wasn't in the lab. So the disrespect for the team comes for the fact that they had LeBron, AD, and people were just acting like they were the Phoenix Suns or something. Like Clippers was just gonna take over the whole and don't get me started on the last summer in the offseason when they signed Kawhi and then traded for Paul George all in one night. Oh my God! You thought they signed Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Charles Barkley, all on the same team? The way people was ranting and raving about the Clippers and it's a wrap for LeBron now. He definitely ain't gonna win a championship now. How that shit turned out? So from the team aspect, that's what I think he meant from give us our damn respect because we earned it. We here, they not. Give us our damn respect. Now, let me go to LeBron, Raymond, James, Walker. Right? His respect comes from, like you said, everybody pretty much has him, if not top 5, top 10 all time. If you want to put him 1, 2, that's not what we're here to talk about right now. But at least everybody has him top 10 all time. What he's saying is my damn respect comes from every single game that we play, I'm getting criticized for it. That's what he's talking about, is that every single dribble, it's LeBron didn't do this, Jordan would have did that. You know what I'm saying? Or LeBron didn't shoot this, Jordan would have shot that. Or every single time he goes to the court and he loses and he has a subpar performance, he's getting criticized like he smushed Parker or something.
Okay, hold up though. So LeBron should know this. He's smart enough to know this. This is the picture that the media and ESPN has painted so they have a story.
Right.
You see how boring it was on ESPN and stuff since the finals have been over? They got to have something to talk about.
You're right.
So they painted this whole picture, this whole narrative for him and Jordan now.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about it all the time. LeBron just got to understand that.
Right.
It's not going to stop.
It's not.
No, until he retires, and it's probably not going to stop for another year after that.
It's not.
So he needs to just understand that.
I think he understands it, but I think he's probably just frustrated, which is where the give me my damn respect comes from, because it's like I can't have one bad game without the sports world getting on me as if I'm the only NBA great that's ever had a bad game. I think that's where that comes from. Like, damn, I'm great. Like, give me my respect. Yeah, I have bad games. Yeah, I have flaws. But damn, I'm a damn great player. Give me my respect. That's where that comes from.
All right, well, if you put it like that, then that's kind of understandable. But he every time he gets the microphone, he got something to say. Just like when he won the championship in the finals in Miami, he had him in his hand and he turned his head like, what y'all gonna say now? Now he got the microphone again. I want my damn respect.
Yeah, four finals MVPs, 4 finals, championships. 3 different locations. I mean, go do what to go
He's
do.
a traveler, isn't he?
He's a traveler. He's a traveler.
On and off the court.
He's a traveler. Man, so, hats off to the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler. They gave it all they had, but Game 6, man, you could just tell they was spent.
Yeah,
they had nothing
Jimmy was
left.
gassed.
Jimmy was done. Like, he was done. So, this offseason, we'll get to a lot of other teams a little bit later, but for Miami and the Lakers, we'll start with Miami first. What's next for Miami?
Well, they got Bam coming up for his contract, so
Okay.
he can do an extension this year.
Mm-hmm.
He might wait till next year, depending on how things shake up. What him and Pat Riley come up with in the kitchen to see what they're gonna try to do in free agency or via trade or something like
cooking,
that.
Boy.
Yeah, he stays cooking. But see, the thing about Pat Riley, he does a lot of his moves via trade. Got Shaq on a trade.
Right.
He got LeBron and Chris Bosh on like a sign and trade. I guess that's what it was. So everything ends up being a trade for them. So
Dwayne Wade.
D Wade, they got him in the draft.
They traded for Gordon Dragic.
They got Dragic on trade. Jay Crowder on trade. Pretty much everybody they got was via trade. So I don't know what they're gonna do free agency wise. They may try to hold out, see if they can come up with Giannis.
Okay.
Next year, but I don't know.
That's wishful thinking, though.
I just don't want them to give up too much to get one player. I feel like teams are so deep now that teams aren't doing like this big 3 stuff and stuff like that anymore. Teams are so deep. You got 2 stars and then you run your bench up with good veterans and playmakers and things like that. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They got an interesting thing coming up with Bam just to kind of see where he puts the cap and everything like that. They're gonna eat up a lot of cap. A lot of money is gonna be gone. Dragic is gonna be gone. Jay Crowder. They still got Iggy at $15 million. Kelly Olynyk's got like a $13 million option. So, but they're in the East, so they don't have to do a whole lot. That helps. They could probably win the East whenever, as long as they can,
Well, we'll talk about the East coming up. They got a few teams coming up in the East, so they definitely gonna have to retool. But like you said, how much do they give away now, seeing as how the free agent class in 2021 is supposed to be a big free agent class, and you kind of want to make sure you have some wiggle room for that. So you don't want to give up too much this offseason. Do the Lakers, what they did is sign a lot of veterans from 1-year contracts and things of that nature. So Miami, if I was Pat Riley and I'm in the kitchen cooking, I stand pat. The main key is Goran Dragic is a free agent this offseason. Now, in order for them to get Giannis probably next offseason, they probably can't re-sign him, or if they do, it has to be at a vet minimum. So what do you do?
They can't re-sign him at $28 million.
No, that's not gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So do you bring him back, try to convince him to take a discount, or do you just let him go? Because he's a key piece.
It ain't $28 million out there for Dragic anymore.
No, that's a wrap.
Yeah, it ain't $28 million out there. So they can probably try to bring him back on a discount. Maybe in that $14-15 million range.
Take it though.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he likes being in Miami. So.
I think he likes being in Miami, and you could tell that he really loves playing with those guys because he was trying to come back and play. Well, he did play in Game 6, but that's a cocktail of he don't know if he's ever going to be to the finals again. So he wanted to give it what he got. So I understand it from that standpoint. But I'm right there with you. I don't think Miami really does too much. Maybe a role player here, role player there, but very minimum salary so that they don't take up too much for next year when they try to get Giannis. So what about the Lakers? You mentioned KCP opted out of his player option. I don't know why, because he's not about to get what the market says he's supposed to get. Rondo opted out. Dwight Howard opted out. Markieff Morris, I think that's the one, opted out as well. Avery Bradley has a player option, and so does JaVale McGee has a player option. So looks like the only players on the Lakers squad will be Bron, AD, Avery Bradley, damn Danny Green. that's my fellow Tar Heel, but man, he killing me right now. But Danny Green and Caruso. So what do the Lakers do?
Kuzma.
So what's next for the LA Lakers?
So it's a lot of rumors out there about Bradley Beal.
I don't think it's gonna happen though.
I don't think they should do it.
I don't think it's
for the same reason I said about they got AD and LeBron.
That should be enough.
They gotta fill the gaps just like they did last year. I don't think they should go out and spend all this money trying to bring Bradley Beal in there when AD's up for a contract extension also. So that's going to eat up all.
Correct.
Those 3 players will eat up the entire cap for the Lakers.
Correct.
So I don't think it's a good idea.
Nah, I'm right there with you. No, look, on paper, it's a great idea.
It looks real good.
It's a great idea on paper, but then that only works if Rob Pelinka already has something set to where he knows these vets I can get on a vet minimum will come and play a specific role like Dwight Howard, Rondo, those type of players. If he already knows that, then I say go for it.
They ain't getting Rondo back on at no $2 million.
No, Rondo's played his way to a nice ass contract. Because side note, a lot of the Lakers players were looked at as cast-offs. Dwight Howard was on his 5th team in 5 years, and he was pretty much done in the NBA. I mean, the damn Memphis Grizzlies bought out his contract just to get the hell away from Memphis. And then you had Rondo, same type of ordeal. He's uncoachable, 5th team in 5 years.
Stayed hurt all the time. The Morris kid,
attitude problem. So KCP.
So everybody frowns about KCP.
He did great the last 3 games.
He was their 3rd best player in the finals.
I will give him that.
Yeah.
The last 3 games, he did what he was supposed to do. But damn it, why does it take for the last 3 games of the do that the whole the whole playoffs, the whole season, and then we could talk about something. But anyways, he's out of his contract. See you in Orlando or Charlotte, because you ain't coming back.
Charlotte, Orlando.
Because you're not coming back underneath those numbers, baby. You forget that. I know you would clutch with LeBron James and them, but now you can forget that. So the Lakers, I see them doing the same thing this offseason as they did last offseason. Find veterans who have yet to win a title, who are willing to accept a role to come in to try to contend for a title, like the people we just named. Who are those free agents? We'll get to that a little bit later. But I think that's the formula, like you said, from then on. The big 2, and surround yourself with very good role players and veterans who know how to come in and fill a role, because chemistry is very important in the NBA, as the Clippers have just shown. So I think that's the next wave in the NBA, and that's what the Lakers will do. So what are the chances of Miami and or the Lakers getting back to the finals?
Oh, I think they both got a good chance. I mean, I say Miami in the East because you just never know.
Yeah. Okay.
You never know about the East. The West is going to be a monster.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be a monster out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lakers are going to be back. The Clippers will be back. The Warriors will be back next year. You still got Denver out there. So it's going to be good theater next year. I can't wait. I wish they could start the season tomorrow. I'm real excited.
Damn, we got to rest. We going into season 18. We need our rest, bro.
Man, he's good. I saw him working out yesterday.
No, we can't do that. And like you just mentioned, so, we want to talk about the outlook with the season being over with now. Free agency, the NBA draft, we'll get to all of that at a later date and time. But we want to talk about the outlook for next season. And speaking of free agency, here's a list of free agents right here. I'm about to pull up. Just gonna get this out right here. So you have Anthony Davis, which he plans to re-sign with LA. You have DeMar DeRozan, Rondo, like we mentioned, KCP, Brandon Ingram, Fred VanVleet, Paul Millsap, Andre Drummond, which he has a player option, which he would be silly not to pick up. Marcus Morris, Montrezl Harrell, Boogie Cousins, Serge Ibaka, Dragic, like we mentioned earlier, Gallinari as well. So Keezy, that's a nice free agent list right there, my guy. So it's a lot of names we can possibly pick up.
It is.
So we'll get to the free agency list right now. So outlook in the East. What's your outlook on the East for next season?
Well, Cleveland's still gonna suck. We know that.
Cleveland gonna be Cleveland.
Charlotte's still gonna suck.
Charlotte gonna be Charlotte.
It'll be those same names again. It'll be Milwaukee, Miami, Boston, Toronto should be back. I mean, and then other than that,
well, I don't know. I mean, as you can see on the list, they have Fred VanVleet, who's a free agent.
They'll give him some money.
They bring back both.
They'll bring back Fred. I don't know if they'll bring back Ibaka or not. And they got what's the big center? What's the
Gasol.
Yeah, they got Gasol. He's a free agent too.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of teams are gonna look a lot different next year.
Of course.
So, but I think it'll still be those same names, because even if Charlotte signed DeMar DeRozan, the hell they still gonna finish 8th. It don't matter. So,
bro, Charlotte, man. Man, I don't know. But the thing is, Charlotte's, I don't know if you've ever been to Charlotte. Charlotte is a nice city. It's an up-and-coming city. I don't understand why a lot of players don't want to go there, but it's a dumpster fire in Charlotte right now. It's a dope city. But I'm right there with you. Next season, I look for the East. Nets, Boston, Toronto.
The Nets. I forgot all about the Nets.
You forgot all about the Nets? You forgot all about the
Kyrie
we don't need no coach.
We got coaches on the floor.
I'm a coach. He's a coach. He's a coach. Everybody, I'm a dude. He's a dude. But so yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. I'm real interested to see how KD and Kyrie work together. Not only that, how KD can come back from his injury. Can Kyrie actually stay healthy for a full damn season? You know what I'm saying? Because if he's in and out of the lineup, KD coming back from his injury, that's going to take his toll on KD eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because his body ain't getting no younger. And he's coming back from an Achilles as well. So, yeah, my outlook for the East is it's basically Milwaukee.
5 teams. Milwaukee, Toronto, Miami, Boston, and Brooklyn.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And the crazy thing about that is they're all wild card teams because all of them could eventually knock each other out. There's no potential favorite.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Everybody gonna say, "Oh, the Brooklyn Nets because they got KD and Kyrie." Yeah, on paper it looks nice, but we don't. We never know what it's gonna look like when it takes place on the court because there's been countless times. I mean, hell, when the Miami Heat got together, they were 8-9 to start the season.
Yeah.
So we don't never know what it's gonna potentially look like. So let's go over to the West. Like you mentioned, you got the Warriors healthy. They have the number 2 pick. Do they make that trade for Giannis this offseason? Because they have to do it now.
They're going to try.
They have to do it now because they have the leverage.
They're going to try. They're going to try to give up whatever they can to get him. And the scary part is if you put Giannis out there and surround him with Steph and Klay Thompson, it's real ugly out there.
It is.
It's real ugly out there.
Although I don't want it to happen, like you said, they have the best potential trade package for Milwaukee if Giannis, but that's so tricky though because you don't know if Giannis really wants to leave or not. But like you said, they're gonna try. Put their number 2 trade, maybe another future first rounder. Draymond Green, you can walk.
Give them Draymond Green, whatever other young piece they want. They can have Andrew Wiggins. They can take whoever they want off the whole roster. They can ship them on up out of here. We'll holler at you. See you next time.
See you when I see you.
Yep. Have fun in Milwaukee.
See you when I
Good
see
luck
you.
in January.
But yeah, man, I think that's another great trade. Andrew Wiggins because Milwaukee will need a young player. Draymond Green, the glue guy, future first round pick, and the number 2 pick. That's a damn good trade.
That's a good trade for a dude that you don't know if he gonna stay there or not.
That's a damn good trade. So that's it right there. And then you have the Rockets' new look. Man, they just let go of Daryl Morey. He was there for 13 seasons. He had 77 trades, which is the second most during his tenure. I would love to know who had the most trades. 77 trades. He never had a losing season. His winning percentage was 61%, which is the second best. He accumulated over 640 regular season wins, which is an average of 50 wins. And they actually have the longest playoff streak, which is 8 seasons under his watch. Keezy, what was your thoughts, man, when you saw that he decided to quote unquote step down?
I mean, I knew something. I knew they were gonna have a lot of shakeups in Houston. It just they ran this experiment with small ball and it didn't work, and ultimately it came down pretty much to him. And now they're gonna try to go in a different direction. And he figured, well, if we go in a different direction, hell, I don't know what other direction we can go in because I don't know how many draft picks I got. I'm stuck with all these contracts. I might as well get on up out of here.
Get on up out of here.
Let somebody else fool with this mess because I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think it was pretty much a contrast of the owner wanted one thing and Daryl Morey wanted to keep the small ball experiment going. And also, they couldn't probably decide on a coach. Daryl Morey probably wanted a certain coach. The owner was like, well, I want this guy. And if I'm the owner, I get what I want. I don't give a damn what you want. Either you hire this guy, if you hire this guy, or you won't be here to hire the guy. Simple as that. And I think that's probably what happened. So it's a combination of the owner was probably like, look, you did your small ball. It ain't working. Let's go in a different direction because it's not working. We need a big. So yeah, Daryl Morey stepped down. So the Rockets, I think, will look completely different with Daryl Morey gone. Do you think they just go ahead and go into rebuild mode?
No, they still got James Harden. They still got Westbrook. I don't think they'll go that far because they still have a chance
to do what?
Compete in the West.
Okay.
I mean,
I thought the goal was to win a title.
It is, but
I mean, you know, the Phoenix Suns.
That's a goal for everybody.
I mean, what does that mean? The Minnesota Timberwolves can compete. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, hey, when you compete now West, that means you 4 or 5 is pretty good out there. You know?
Yeah. My team was number 1 in the West last season, so it was light work for us. But yeah, it was light work for us to get that number 1 seed. But yeah, man, I'm right there with you. I think they should keep Westbrook and James Harden with the new coach just to see what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And then after this upcoming season, if they see that this probably is not going to be a good fit, you can't just all of a sudden fire coach again.
No.
So it's going to come to, okay, well, who can I get more for? Obviously James Harden, but I feel like James Harden is the franchise guy. So Russell Westbrook, you got to get on up out of here, bro.
I mean, they can. Whoever comes in as coach is gonna have to say, look, I'm gonna need at least 3 years or something to see if we can turn it around. Definitely. Because with this roster and all this, we're gonna have to.
Their roster is trash.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work.
Because, like you said, you have LA, Clippers, Denver, Golden State. So, to me, the Rockets is we
didn't even talk about Dallas.
I was gonna say, damn, Dallas. Hell, I forgot about Dallas retooling. We don't know what potentially Phoenix could look like coming into next season as well. So, I mean, Houston, if y'all don't get y'all shit together, y'all might be there 7-8 seed.
Yeah, and it's tough road from there.
But not well. Hell, we forgot. You know, the Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
They get them a nice coach. I mean, they was right there on the cusp of the 8-9 seed.
If Zion stop eating all them Twinkies and donuts,
I mean, he done up the gumbo.
Yeah, well,
he done up the gumbo.
He eating gumbo by the pot. Then
by the pot.
Get a bowl. Let me get the pot.
Let me get a number. Let me just get that pot. I don't need a number nothing. Let me get that pot. But so the like you said, the West is stacked from 1 through potentially 15. Really,
I feel like this year was whoever was going to win a title this year. This was very important for you to try to win one. Yeah. Because after this, it's a crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot. The only team I wouldn't give a chance next season is the Sacramento Kings.
That's it.
Other than that, every team in the West, you got a chance. Kings, yeah, it's a wrap for y'all, bro. Then he's gonna let De'Aaron Fox go, and man, De'Aaron Fox, you're wasting. I ain't gonna say you're wasting your career, but you're wasting good years in Sacramento.
Out there in California, there's some other teams out there in California you can go play with. You know?
They got Golden State. Now you gonna play behind Steph? We need a point guard.
The Clippers need one too.
What speaking of the Clippers, you know, they got Kawhi, Paul George. What a lot of people don't know is they also have player options after this upcoming season. So both of them could potentially leave. I think Kawhi does stay for the long haul because you know
he loves LA,
and I know Paul George does too. But Paul George ain't it. So do you let him go? You trade him?
I don't think they'll let him go. I don't think they'll let him or Kawhi go.
Oh, they definitely not gonna let Kawhi go.
I think that they're gonna be on a mission to try to get their damn respect.
Shit, good luck.
To try to win a title.
Good luck. You don't have Montrez no more, so you thin up front. So what you gonna do?
They was already thin up front.
So what are they gonna do?
It's other people out there.
Good luck to them. Well, you know what? They need all the help they can get because obviously they couldn't get past Denver and we beat Denver 4-1. So yeah, go get your little help. Get all the help you can get, bro. get the help you can get, which is that was the Clippers' mistake. Is I think we probably talked about it. Is they built their team to beat one specific team. So when they came into a team like the Denver Nuggets, they couldn't adjust to that style of play, so it ended up hurting them. Versus the Lakers built a team that could go with any type of style of basketball you wanted to go with. You want to go small ball? Cool, we can go small. Put LeBron at the 4, AD at the 5, or whatever the case may be. We can go big. Okay, we'll get Dwight Howard in here, guard Jokic. Versus the Clippers were just like, we're going to build this team to stop that guy.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
So the Clippers, you don't think they'll trade Paul George. It was reports of a lot of chemistry and locker room issues between the guys, saying that they didn't like the preferential treatment Kawhi Leonard got on the team and whatnot. So I don't know. I think the Clippers are a mess for real.
It's a lot of crybabies.
All of them in LA, huh?
Bro, I'm out here. I'm making $18 million a year, and I'm worried about what y'all doing with another man.
What y'all doing with another man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out here and get these buckets, get my check.
You know
I'm gonna try to help us win. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. I can't be worried about what another man doing.
That's part of it. But yeah, Clippers, man. I think they have a lot of work to do.
They do.
Sad part is they don't have a lot of draft pick or a lot of cap room to do a lot of work.
They're gonna have to move like the Lakers. They're gonna have to bring in a lot of dudes on some minimums and do a lot of work like that. So the one person that I would love to see go to the Clippers,
who's that?
Rondo.
No, can't do
I would love to see Rondo. I know it's not gonna happen.
I know what you mean.
But you put him out there on the court, bruh, forget Patrick Beverly.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. I heard he probably working out in Tim's right now. It didn't help him none. Help him get gassed out there on the court. So if they can get Rondo and he can round them into shape, bruh, it'd be a good look for them. But
that's what they need. They need that strong locker room presence because Paul George, I ain't listening to you, bro.
They need a point guard.
They definitely need a point guard. Kawhi, but there are the reports out there of Chris Paul coming to LA. Now, would it be a good fit for the Lakers or the Clippers? Which one?
Neither one of them.
Damn, neither one.
Why you want to bring on $47 million for a man that's 38 years old?
Listen to me now. Thunder gonna buy the contract.
Shit.
Thunder gonna buy this contract.
I'm gonna put $40-something million in a suitcase and just give you the deuce.
Give you the deuces.
Come on now.
Or I wonder if Oklahoma has a stretch provision.
I don't even know if you can stretch that.
That's right. Yeah.
That's Stretch Armstrong stretch.
That might be more than the Lou Aldane joint.
Yeah.
You might be right about that. But yeah, the Thunder gonna buy out Chris Paul. I'm trying to tell you, they buying out Chris Paul. Chris Paul's gonna come to LA Lakers, and we gonna run this thing back. We're gonna run this thing back on back. I'm trying to tell you.
I never seen somebody wish so much.
I wished every show.
And put together so many scenarios for a team to win. It's a whole lot of wishing out here.
A whole lot of wishing, man. But at least on the good note, I mean, they got Ty Lue.
They did get Ty Lue.
They got Ty Lue as their head coach.
The Lakers missed that last year. I don't know how or why. What happened with that?
I think the reports were he wanted 5. Lakers were only willing to give 4. Yeah, that was the rift in between the two. That was the report that Ty Lue wanted 5 years, and the Lakers were only willing to give 4. Ty Lue, in the words of DJ Khaled, you played yourself. You played yourself because you could have had a championship. You could have had championship number 2 right now with LeBron James, but you wanted to go, take the head coach, assistant coaching job with the team in the basement, and now you're the head coach. Does that mean anything for the Clippers?
I think it'll be a better fit for them. I think that I don't think they were really in tune with Doc for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't think they were in tune with Doc, and I don't think he could bring them together as a unit. So.
Nah. And then speaking of Doc, he's with the 76ers right now.
Yeah, good luck.
Then we forgot to mention them with the East.
Yeah, they're not worth mentioning. Unless they make some moves, because remember they got a point guard that's 6'10", and he's not gonna shoot anything outside the paint.
Yeah. I don't. Good luck with that, Doc.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, that worked in Magic Johnson days when the 3-ball wasn't in effect. But the 3-ball is the ball nowadays. Yeah. And you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers shot 47, which I still hate this damn stat. They shot 47 damn 3-pointers in the NBA Finals game. I hate that. I hate the fact that teams shoot so many threes nowadays. Period. I hate that.
Yeah, I do too.
Thank you, Warriors and James Harden, for doing that shit. But I hate it. But yeah, good luck to you, Doc. Good luck on getting that 5-6 seed again, and probably losing in the second round again, because y'all don't have no shooters to surround Embiid. Unless you can get Embiid in there, get him down, trim his body fat, get him down to about 275, let him move around a little bit more. He'll be a problem. But
I heard they were gonna trade Ben Simmons to the Lakers.
For what? Rondo? They're the same guy.
For Kuzma and AD. That's what I heard. That's just what I heard. I don't know how true
Thank you, everybody, for tuning to another show about NBA, because this fool is tripping over here. This fool tripping. But Kuzma, yeah, he's getting traded, though.
Yeah, nah, they gonna keep him.
Nah,
He's
bro.
a discount, bro. He's
Nope.
$2 million.
Nope, don't care.
2.8 million. They can keep
We
Kuzma.
will trade Cal Kuzma for a box of Newports and some oil. We don't care, bro.
Box of Newports, 2 oil filters.
that's it, bro. Nah, man, we'll let Kuzma ride this thing out again, but somebody needs to talk to him in the offseason to let him know, bro, you don't have to shoot it every time you touch it. Like, you can pass the ball too sometimes, my guy. Like, you can do other things. You can play defense. You can rebound. You can do some other things.
I guess he figured if he passed it, he might not get it back.
There's a reason for that.
I love Kuzma because anytime Kuzma man score on him, he go right back down the court.
He's got to score.
He's not giving it up.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna run his whole shot clock out if I have to, but I'm getting him back.
I know. That's why. Was it Crowder? No, it wasn't Crowder. Who was giving him buckets? I forgot who it was. It was in the finals. I want to say it was Crowder was giving him buckets, and he kept trying to go right back at him.
He did the same thing with Michael Porter Jr.
And Michael Porter Jr. That's what I'm thinking of. My bad. That's who
When
it
they
is. Michael
played the
Porter Jr.
Nuggets.
And it's like, bro, what are you doing? How you messing up the whole offense, man? But anyways, Keezy.
Yo,
Man, there was a lot going on. You know, you kept seeing a lot of guys don't need to do a lot of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So today we gonna introduce our
we got the new segment.
Keezy.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Keezy.
Don't do it.
Go ahead, Keezy. I'll let
Don't
you,
do
I'll
it.
let you go ahead and cook on this, man.
So we got a few little clips coming up of, some people who are doing stuff that they don't just need. They just don't need to do it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody should tell them, look, don't do it. Who's the first one we got coming up?
So the first
right
one we're gonna pull up here is we got Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant, right here in the clip.
3 on the way. No, Baines has got it. A wrestling match ensues. And Morant still talking to Aaron Baines.
Ja Morant, how quick he gets up and then slams it down over Baines.
And he shifted it into his right hand. He went with the left and put it into his right.
And shifting gears and just explodes to the basket.
That was our first don't do it video right there. Aaron Baines, when you see Ja Morant going to the bucket, don't do it. That also goes out to AD, Kevin Love. Because he almost jumped over their head.
Yeah, he almost ended Kevin Love's career.
To anybody in the NBA, if you see Ja Morant coming with a full head of steam, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You will be dunked on, and you will be on this segment and on a poster forever.
Do they still do posters?
They should.
They still make posters?
Well,
They still make posters.
a poster.
A poster.
Yeah.
But number 2, our guy, your guy, everybody's favorite guy. Kelly Oubre.
Ooh-wee.
Kelly Oubre, don't do it.
His way down inside and a thunderous left hand tomahawk over the top of JaVale McGee.
He thought he would get it. And Kelly then he just looked at it.
There was no kisses blown there. That was
Kelly Oubre. Keezy. What was JaVale McGee? Matter of fact, let's look at that real quick again, man. I want to look at that one more time because I want to know what the hell was JaVale McGee doing, man. Hold on, let me pull this back up real quick. Okay, splits the defenders. Bing out. Then he flexed on him real quick one good time.
When you see him go around LeBron right there, the first thought in your head should be, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. But he did it anyways.
Look at him though, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, JaVale McGee, you a shot blocker, man. And I get it, you long, you lengthy, but don't do it.
Nah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Man, our next contestant on don't do it today is Mr. Kendrick Nunn. Let's check him out real quick.
Los Angeles Lakers, the 4th-rated team defensively in the league. None! Oh, say it with your chest! Second to none! And got a deal.
Well, just get him to his left hand, right? Off the curl pass. That's Bam doing a nice job. And against JaVale.
Los Angeles Lakers, the 4th-rated team defensively in the league. None! Oh, say it with your chest! Second to none!
So we got a repeat offender.
Repeat offender.
We got a repeat offender, JaVale McGee.
I'm gonna run it back real quick, man, because apparently JaVale McGee just don't get it. he just don't get it out here in these streets. JaVale McGee, don't do it. I'm gonna play this clip again because apparently JaVale McGee, my gosh, here we go.
When he comes off
Lakers, the fourth-rated team,
his right foot is still forward, and then he tries to take that step back. At that point in his head should have been saying, JaVale, don't do it.
Look, okay, he's coming off.
There's that right foot. Oh,
look, bam, big down, daddy. One more time.
And a little guy got him.
JaVale McGee, look, man. From take it from the light skinned delegation, bro. You're making it look bad right now, my guy. You're making it look bad right now, my guy. Don't do it. Don't do it. You see, anytime you see a guy starting to get his feet together, man, just gonna let him have it. He got it.
He just live to fight another day, bro. Don't do it.
You got it. Man, but we got another guy coming up on your Don't Do It segment. Mr. Paul George.
PG-13.
But Paul George got somebody that was previously on the Don't Do It segment today. So we're going to take this clip out of Paul George right here.
And it goes up with a thunderous left hand over the top of Paul George.
Here it is right here. Beverly goes for the steal and exposes Paul George.
Oubre Jr. swipes it away. Leather Larceny brings it back the other way. Counted and a foul. I'm telling you, Kelly Oubre Jr. can play. He was kind of a lost.
And he plays with a ton of energy. And when you play with energy and toughness, you find ways to score the basketball. We all know that Kelly Oubre is very, very athletic. But now he's using that to play defense.
Down, and Oubre Jr. gets his first rebound. Throws it away. George gets it back with Oubre to beat it. He flushes it in. And stares him down after the flush.
You dunk on me, I'm going to dunk on you.
They're both even
and
now.
I tell you, they're even. And Paul George is showing the Clippers how to dunk the basketball. Matchup between Kelly Oubre and PG-13. You see right there early. Kelly got him with a dunk. Okay, they're going to play a little tough. And PG starts to play defense. And Kelly...
Man, that was Kelly Oubre and PG-13 going back and forth. Now, we talked about Kyle Kuzma going back and forth. Normally, I don't mind players, going back and forth with each other, but this time it was warranted. You had two of them in the same game.
We got a little 2-for-1.
You had a Paul George don't do it, and you had a Kelly Oubre don't do it. Even though I think the Kelly Oubre was a little bit better.
Because that was face to face, man to man,
body to body,
body
to body. Paul George is, Kelly was just trying to chase down the play and hopefully catch it from behind. But Paul George,
don't do it. So that's two names now, Ja Morant and Kelly Oubre. If you see either one of them coming, don't do it.
Move in.
Save yourself the embarrassment.
Get out the way. But continuing on with the don't do it segment. Man, got another light skinned guy.
Oh, okay.
But this time, this light skinned guy is on the other end.
Well, that's good for once.
And I'm gonna let everybody see it real quick.
Danny Green long. D! What a play! Showtime! Booker at the other end. He's blocked but fouled.
Wow, what a play by Anthony Davis, though. I mean, it looked like two defenders were going to be able to get to this pass. Our Carl's cam will give us a good view. Danny Green throws it up there. There's a guy there, but Anthony Davis over the top of Baines and just flushes it. That is sick.
So you had Danny Green up top to AD, light skin to light skin connection one time. You know what else I noticed in all of these highlights?
What's that?
Phoenix Suns is in all of these damn highlights. Phoenix Suns is in all of these damn highlights.
Because they got a repeat offender for one. Aaron Baines, he's a repeat offender.
Yeah.
He keeps on getting dunked on.
Was that him who just got dunked on?
That was him that got dunked on there, yeah.
That was, okay.
Ja Morant got him.
You know what? I'm gonna play this clip back, and I want you to say specifically at what moment should Aaron Banks have said, "Don't do it."
All right.
I'm gonna play this clip back real quick.
But he really does a great job with the low dribble.
Danny Green long. D!
What a play! Showtime!
Once the live came, look, here it is right here. All right, hold on, I'm gonna pause it.
Right there.
Right there. At that point is when he should have said, maybe this
here.
Right there.
Right That's when he should have just taken one more step to the left and just said, "Nah, don't do it. Don't do it." Yep.
Yeah. Aaron Baines, man, that's not a good look for you right there, my guy. Aaron Baines,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Just don't do it, Aaron Baines.
Now this next one is my favorite one.
Okay.
Because this is an NBA recap show.
Right.
But we stepped outside to another sport here.
But we did.
And this is a message to everybody in the NFL. If you try to tackle Derrick Henry up high, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
There it is.
He almost got him to jump. Yes, he did. He gives it to Henry. Henry trying to get to the outside. Shoves the defender, Josh Norman, to his backside.
Now, Keys, I'm going to play this clip back, man. Josh Norman, I believe that's who it was.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me at what moment should Josh Norman should have said, "This ain't don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it." I'm gonna play the clip back. Oh man.
Right here.
Yes, he did. He gives it
right there. Before, yeah.
Right there.
Anytime, at any point, he should have been thinking to himself, "Don't do it."
Oh my goodness.
When Derrick Henry's lined up in the backfield, in your mind, you should be thinking, "Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't try to tackle him up high. Don't do it.
Don't do it." Derrick Henry was what? 6'3", 230, 240.
He's a linebacker size.
He's a linebacker coming at you with the ball full speed ahead. Josh Norman, what? 6'1", maybe 2.
Probably about 175 pounds.
Bro, the way I got to see this one more time, bro.
Run it one more time, man.
He almost got him to jump. Yes, he did. He gives it to Henry.
Look at that, guy. Look at that, guy.
He pushed him by the way like he's a little kid.
Nah, like no man should be able to move another grown man.
Nah, not like that.
No man should be able to move another grown man like that. But Josh Norman,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Josh.
Don't do it.
Oh man. But yeah, this has been another great show of our NBA Weekly Recap show with a little bit of NFL sprinkled up in there as well. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. If you like to listen to the shows, you can always listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Store, and many other streaming platforms as well. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast as well. Keys, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Vote. That's all I got to say.
We coming up on that.
That's right. In person voting has already started, so you can avoid all these long lines. But get out and vote, people, please.
People, please go out and vote. We're not gonna tell you who to vote for, but vote, please.
If you don't vote and then you start complaining, I'm gonna look right in this camera and say, "Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it," because you have no reason to complain whatsoever. And don't just vote on a national level. Make sure you vote on the state level. That's very important because those are the things that affect you the most in your daily life because you're in that damn state. So make sure you vote for who you think will change, make, or do laws that will affect your daily life in the state that you're living in. So make sure you vote like he said, and we get ready to get on the out of here. We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. Till next week, we out of here.